Hello, and welcome to Really Big Hat. My name is Jared, and today we are finally getting into our ranked Scarlet and Violet battles. I am really excited to get started, so without any further ado whatsoever, let's get into the team. This is a Trick Room-oriented team, with Torkoal as the main sweeper, with its Eruption just being a huge nuke, and Mimikyu as the Trick Room setter. On Mimikyu, I'm running Play Rough, Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Sneak. I've got max HP, max attack, Lumberry as the item, that is to dodge a Spore or a Sleep Powder or a Thunder Wave that is launched at me in order to try and prevent Trick Room from getting set up. And in that same category, I have Dark as its Terra type, so that I can dodge Prankster Taunts from something like a Murkrow from preventing Trick Room from being set up as well. Next up is Dragonite. This is an extreme speed Dragonite with a normal Terra type. I'm running Life Orb instead of Choice Band so that I can still switch moves up on the fly if I need to. There's nothing quite like getting locked into extreme speed and then your opponent bringing in a Ghost type or using a Ghost Terra type or switching in an Indeedee and putting up Psychic Terrain, and then you're up a creek without a paddle, just sitting on your Choice Band at extreme speed. So I do run Life Orb so that I can switch around on the fly and not get locked into those situations. It's a little bit less damage, but hopefully in most situations the trade-off is going to be worth it. I am running max attack, bunch of HP, a little bit of defense, and I do have some speed invested in this Dragonite. That is not for this team particularly. I have enough speed on him so that I will outspeed Dragapult in a Tailwind. This team doesn't use Tailwind, as you can probably see, but I have it trained this way so that I can splash him onto different teams as I desire, and I'm not really concerned about the speed being too much for a Trick Room, since anything that's a fast sweeper is going to be outspeeding at 107, so I'm not concerned about being too fast under a Trick Room. I just wanted to explain that this speed is not necessarily ideal. Realistically, if this were the only team I was putting Dragonite on, I would probably put that 52 into bulk, or maybe the rest into defense. Either way, it has some speed, and I wanted to explain why. Next up is the star of the show, Torkoal here. It has Drought, Charcoal, Terra-type Fire, and Eruption as a devastating nuke that will decimate all that stands in its way, ideally. Yeah, in a perfect world, as soon as Torkoal comes out, I have won the game. That is the goal with Torkoal here. I am running Flamethrower for single target, just in case Wide Guard starts seeing prevalent use. I'm running Earth Power for coverage, and I've got max HP, max special attack, Quiet Nature, 0 speed IVs, so I'm the slowest thing around, which will make me the fastest thing around in a Trick Room. Next up is Amoonguss. I am running Clear Smog, Spore, Rage Powder, and Protect. Clear Smog is mainly there for Dondozo, although it can also be used against other Pokemon I think are about to set up. Like if I see a Murkrow Garchomp lead, I'm probably going to try and Clear Smog into the Garchomp because it's about to Swords Dance. Alternatively, I could Spore it, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. I am running a bulky max specially defensive set here, max HP, max special defense. I've got an Okaberry to deal with fire attacks. I also have a Terra-type Water to deal with fire attacks, and it really depends on the situation which one of these I'm going to want to rely on. I would prefer an offensive Terra on this team, so I don't want to have to use Mimikyu's Dark Terra if I don't have to. I don't want to have to use Amoonguss's Water Terra if I don't have to. Ideally, it's either going to be Dragonite or Torkoal who is using their Terra in order to deal more damage. Next up is Lilligant. I am running a Chlorophyll Focus Sash set so that it will be able to run extremely fast in the sun and use After You to have Torkoal use its Eruption really high up in the speed bracket. I have just enough speed invested in this Lilligant so it'll outspeed a base 100 speed nature at +1 when I'm in the sun. So stuff like a Dragon Dance Salamence or a Choice Scarfed Annihilate, I will be outspeeding. I have Sleep Powder after you Leaf Storm and Protect. Sleep Powder is to put down opposing threats before they become so. After you is to enable Torkoal to use Eruption. Leaf Storm is to do as much damage as possible to some of Torkoal's checks like Rotom Wash and Dondozo. But anyway, I've got max special attack, modest nature. I've got as much HP as, my speed investment would allow, just so that I can survive as much as possible. I do have a Focus Sash, just in case, and a Terra-type Fire, also just in case. That's, again, not something I want to be using if I can help it, but if I see a fire attack incoming and there's no other way to dodge it, so be it. And last but not least is Hariyama. I am running Fake Out, Detect, Close Combat, and Knockoff, Guts Flame Orb set, max HP, max attack, 0 speed, minimal speed investment here. The idea is for Hariyama to come out and fake out things that my other Pokemon can't deal with until they can be dealt with. Like, Hariyama Amoonguss is a pretty decent lead that can spore anything that's about to set up or become too dangerous on subsequent turns, and then Hariyama can fake it out, or fake out its partner, so that Amoonguss can spore it, and then Hariyama can get the Flame Orb boost from Guts, and then start dishing out really powerful attacks with Knockoff or Close Combat. And yeah, there are a number of different ways to run this team. Like I said, Torkoal Lilligant is one lead where I set up the sun for Lilligant. Lilligant uses After You, and Torkoal Erupts. Hariyama Amoonguss, like I said, is a good lead. Mimikyu Dragonite, I've actually had some success with. But yeah, that's the team. I could probably sit here and talk about it some more, but I don't want to waste too much time on this segment. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battles. Okay, so we've got Garganacl, Amoonguss, Palafin. I think that thing's name is Arboliva, Sableye, and Pelipper. So I have to be somewhat wary of a Pelipper Palafin lead. I don't want to bring Torkoal out right away because that Pelipper will be able to put up the rain and stop my sun, which I don't want to let happen too much. So I think I'm going to go for a Mimikyu Hariyama lead. I will bring Torkoal and I think Dragonite in the back. Yeah, that seems okay. Hopefully. Okay, so it's Palafin and Sableye. Alright, so Sableye is probably going to try and fake somebody out. If he goes for Hariyama, he'll have a faster fake out. That's kind of interesting and ironic. So Palafin has much more speed than Mimikyu. Even if it's uninvested, it's going to go first. So it's got a free flip turn. But I think I am just going to go for Trick Room here. And honestly, I think I might Detect with Hariyama. Taunt. Okay. On to Hariyama. I wonder if it thought I was bulk up or something. Oh, and I dodged the flip turn. That's good. Yeah, this would have been a situation where I could have gone for a Dark Terra on Mimikyu if I was afraid of that taunt coming his way. I decided not to, and it turns out it was the right decision. Okay, now I'm going to try and Will-O-Wisp that Palafin. And knock off the Sableye. Okay, it's going to quash Hariyama. That's fine. There we go. Hopefully it's not a Lumberry or something. Okay, it's not. So that leaves it as much less of a threat when it comes back. And there does come Pelipper. Gonna have to deal with that. Oh. Knocked off its eject button. That actually works out, because it could have brought Palafin back. Alright, so I am going to play rough and knock off this Pelipper. I'm going to double target it. It might protect, but I'm willing to take that chance. Sucker Punch onto the Mimikyu. Alright, alright. That does bust Disguise. It's good damage onto Pelipper. Knocks off the Focus Sash. Okay, that takes care of Pelipper, so now when Torkoal comes out, I will have Weather Control. Unless Sableye is also running Rain Dance. Can Sableye learn Rain Dance? I have no idea off the top of my head. And there comes Hero Mode Palafin. But it is burned, so I don't have to worry about it quite so much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play rough the Palafin, and I think I'll knock off the Sableye to get it off the board. Play rough does enough. It goes for a bulk up. Okay. I should be running out of Trick Room turns pretty soon. I haven't been keeping count, but I'll check here. And it's Garganacl as their last Pokemon. Okay. Mimikyu doesn't actually have a lot to do here. I can't Will-O-Wisp the Garganacl, because Salt Cure will prevent that. Play Rough and Shadow Sneak aren't going to do much damage to it. I think I'll Play Rough the Palafin. And honestly, I may go Fighting Terra, Close Combat Hariyama onto the Garganacl here. It's going to be slower than me, so it's going to be able to go first under the Trick Room currently, which, by the way, it's one more turn. Let's... Let's go. That was just under the wire. I shouldn't have gone to check the Trick Room. I'm not even sure if I saw it correctly. If it was the one turn or the two. I think it has to be the one. The rain would be the two. Yeah. There comes a Jet Punch. That is going to hurt in the rain after a bulk up, even with the burn. Alright. Let's see how much I can do to Garganacl. Oh, one-shots it. Nice. Rocky Helmet Chip. Okay. Well, I've lost Trick Room, so Torkoal is actually kind of out of contention now. Although I could bring it out just to weaken its Water-type attacks. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, actually. I do have Extreme Speed Dragonite in my back pocket. So I'll actually go for a Protect onto the Torkoal. No. No, you know what? I'm expecting him to go after Hariyama, because it's the bigger threat. So I'm actually going to go ahead and Earth Power with Torkoal. And I will close combat with Hariyama, assuming he survives. Because there's a number of things that could be coming his way, and I did just take a defense drop. Okay, so it's Fighting Terra on the Palafin. Drain Punch. Ooh, good tech. Doesn't do that much to Torkoal, though. And I would have been free to Flamethrower here. Honestly, Eruption would have been good, too. I think this close combat might do it, though. Yeah. Solid. I think they should have aimed that at Hariyama. It probably would have gotten the kill after my defense drop. And Hariyama's HP would have been a good source for Drain Punch to soak up. Could have made things interesting. Anyway, that was a good game. Okay. So we've got Hydreigon, Arcanine, Rotom Wash, Grimmsnarl, Garchomp, and Amoonguss. Interesting. I'm thinking I might go... I think I'm going to go for a Mimikyu Torkoal lead. With at least Hariyama and maybe my own Amoonguss. Possibly even Lilligant. Even though I'm planning to run Trick Room. Dragonite's a high-risk, high-reward pick. Because they have two opposing dragons. And a fairy type, technically, in Grimmsnarl. They could all do decent damage to him. I want to at least bring one grass type to deal with that Amoonguss. I'll bring Amoonguss as my fourth. There's a lot of offense on the field for my opponent, so they could easily use that to disrupt me if they play it correctly. Okay, so we've got a Garchomp Amoonguss lead. So I am going to go straight for a Trick Room and a Protect. If Mimikyu gets Spored, I don't care because I have a Lumberry. That is why I have the Lumberry, is for basically this exact matchup. I'm a little concerned about Garchomp Sword Stancing. Oh, they go for a Rage Powder. That's an interesting call. There is a Sword Stance from the Garchomp. But with Trick Room up now, I can play rough and go for my Eruption. Garchomp protects. That's That's fine. That's a good play. There's no Oka Berry on that Amoonguss. Does it have a... Nope, doesn't have a Focus Sash either. So that's Amoonguss out of the way. Play Rough gets blocked. I'm fine with that. Now, if I see Grimmsnarl... Okay, no, it's Hydreigon. Okie dokie. So... I'm going to try and play Rough Garchomp again. And I'm going to go for another Eruption. Should still do decent damage to both of them, even with their resistances. And they're going to Terrasilize. They're Terrasilizing Garchomp into ground. That's an interesting play. Losing your fire resistance in the face of this. Okay, well that's Garchomp down. And Play Rough will finish off that Hydreigon. There's Grimmsnarl. Now, if it would have come out last turn, I would have had to be careful of a Fake Out. But as it stands... Nah. Yeah, they go ahead and just cancel. Okay, good game. Okay, so we've got a Murkrow Garchomp. We've got a Farigiraf to stop my priority shenanigans, so that means no Fake Out from Hariyama, no Extreme Speeds from Dragonite while it's on the field. They've got their own Hariyama. They've got Golden Go and Toxtricity. This is a good team. Okay, I do think Trick Room is the play here, because they are going to want to set up a Tailwind with Murkrow. So I'm going to run Mimikyu, Amoonguss, possibly? Mimikyu Hariyama. Let's go Mimikyu Hariyama with Torkoal, and I think Amoonguss in the back. They go Murkrow Toxtricity. Okay. Well, let's go for Trick Room. The question here is, do I Terrasilize Dark to avoid a Prankster Taunt? It's a high-risk, high-reward play. It does use up my Terrasilization, but it could be... Come to think of it, does Toxtricity learn Taunt? Do I have to worry about a non-Prankster Taunt here? I'm going to go for it, but I'm also going to try and Fake Out the Toxtricity. Murkrow is usually going to be running a Covert Cloak, maybe an Eviolite, but I think most of them are running a Covert Cloak, so Fake Out won't really work. Let's hope that the outplay works. Otherwise, I've just wasted my Terrasilization. It does go for a Prankster Taunt. Ha ha! Excellent. I get Trick Room up and deny them their Tailwind. Okay, so let's play rough the Murkrow. And close... Nah, let's go ahead and knock off the Toxicity. Probably won't get the kill. Well, it could. But I know close combat probably won't. And I don't want to take the defense drop if I don't have to. They bring out their own Hariyama. Hopefully play rough doesn't miss. Like I said, knockoff didn't get the kill. And it is Choice Specs Toxicity. Interesting. Oh, that hurt. Play rough gets the kill on Hariyama. Excellent. And here comes Golden Go. So I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Sneak the Toxicity and knock off the Golden Go. Golden Go could Terrasilize here. It doesn't. Yeah, I am really stoked that that Dark Terrasilization worked out against the Prankster Taunt. Like I said in my team preview, it's a niche thing, but I know that there's Taunt Murkrows running around, and I wanted to be prepared for them. And case in point, it happened. Okay, they forfeit. Good game, good game. Okay, we've got King Gambit, Orthworm, Volcarona, Murkrow, Glamora, Breloom. I'm pretty confident to run Mimikyu and Hariyama out in front, I think. With Torkoal and Amoonguss maybe in the back, maybe Dragonite. Dragonite or Amoonguss could both work here. I think I'll go with... This is actually a bit of a decision. See, I'm concerned about Brave Bird from the Murkrow and anything fire from the Volcarona on the Amoonguss. But I'm concerned about Dragonite being able to be spored by the Breloom. So it's kind of a pick your poison here. I'll go with Amoonguss. Okay, so it's Murkrow Breloom lead. So, dare I go for the Dark Terrassilization on Mimikyu again to get Trick Room set up? They do have a Breloom that could potentially Spore, so they might not go for Taunt on the Murkrow if they're trying to stop Trick Room. They might go for a Tailwind Spore combo, so this might be for naught. How much do I need Trick Room? I'll go for it. I'll go for it again. Working twice in a row would be pretty cool. And I am going to try and fake out the Breloom. Murkrow goes for Brave Bird. That I didn't see coming. go straight through my Hariyama. But I do get Trick Room set up, which is good. Okay, so let's go for... Honestly, let's go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Breloom slot. Just in case they switch something in. Actually, what Pokemon do they have in the back? I guess Volcarona would be the only thing that couldn't get burned, but I wouldn't be too concerned about it coming in. So I am going to try and Will-O-Wisp a Breloom slot, and I'm just going to go for Eruption here. Murkrow goes for Quash. They're definitely going to try and Spore me. That's upsetting. Should have play roughed the Murkrow. I could have gone for Protect on the Torkoal and play roughed the Murkrow. That would have been the play there. Okay, do I leave Torkoal in? Survey says... yes. I'll just try and Protect. They bring out Glamora. Torkoal woke up. Wow, that was lucky. And Play Rough doesn't miss. So no more Quash. That was really good Murkrow play from them. They got me on 2 subsequent turns. Not predicting them. So I guess I have to worry about Sucker Punch out of the King Gambit. But I'll try and play rough the Glamora, I think. And Eruption, because maybe between the two of them. And is that going to be a Dark? It is. They're going to go for a really strong Sucker Punch here. Maybe I should have just Flamethrowered him. Yeah, that takes half my health. That is really going to neuter my Eruption a lot. They are playing really well. And that'll do it for Torkoal. Not sure if Amoonguss is going to be enough to finish this battle. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they've got me. It will suck up the Toxic Spikes, but I don't know how much that matters. I am going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the King Gambit, and I'm going to try and Spore the Glamora. We'll just take this one step at a time. Okay, it goes for Protect. It's probably afraid of getting Spore itself. And there goes Trick Room. So let's try and get it back up. I'll go for a Rage Powder. I'm really having trouble seeing a win condition from here, but you never know. I'm basically going to have to fish for crits from Mimikyu's Play Rough, probably. Yeah, that did a lot. Okay, let's go for Play Rough onto the King Gambit, and we will Clear Smog him as well, I think. Well, no, I'll Clear Smog the Gomora. He goes for Protect. I kind of figured he would, so maybe I should have doubled down on the Gomora, but... Oh yeah, how am I going to get past that? It's going to have to be a crit from Mimikyu at some point. That's really my only win condition. Let's go for a Spore on the Gomora. Okay, well, that's the King Gambit taken care of. Okay, let's Play Rough the Gomora, and I guess Clear Smog the Breloom. That's really all I've got. That Breloom is going to Mach Punch Mimikyu, and it's probably going to kill even through the burn. Yeah. Alright, that was it. Good game. Do I want to knock out the Breloom just because? Sure. Feel a little bit better about myself. Alright, I'm gonna let them knock me out. I'm gonna let them finish the battle. Okay, good game. Good game. Okay, so that will do it for this first episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Here's the team ID if anybody wants to rent my team. And, yeah, later.